Objective Foxtrot was neutralized. Listen up, supplies just got dropped. Be advised, I have eyes. South of your location, there appears to be enemy machine gunner. You guys just earned yourself a spec upgrade. Hey, be advised, objective Echo has been neutralized. We have neutralized objective Charlie. I say again, I've spotted a hostile LAV south of your location. Be advised, we now control objective Bravo.
Бросай гранату!
Well done, we neutralized objective Delta. There's enemy plane west of your position. Target this objective. There's enemy snipers north of your position. This is actual. Supply drop complete. We have lost objective Alpha. We've just taken control of objective Foxtrot. squad. Resupply just got dropped in. I have eyes on hostile people. West of your
Бросай
location.
гранату!
Take it out. Enemy sniper east of your current location. Target this objective. Enemy machine gunner east of your location. Objective Bravo has been neutralized. We have control of objective Bravo. Ребята! To east of your location, there is an enemy machine gun. Objective Bravo was taken over by the enemy. Listen up! We now control Objective Echo! Supplies on the ground. Check your map. Внимание, внимание! Все слушайте! South of your position, there's enemy LAV. Paragraph complete. Supplies ready for pickup. To south of your position, there's anti-tank soldier. Objective Foxtrot is neutralized. Now control objective Foxtrot. Hostile enemy sniper south of your position. This is actual. You just earned a spec upgrade.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to World According to Briggs and a second video in the Love or Hate the State series. Our last video was about the most hated states in the US. There was a survey, actually there was a few surveys, that asked Americans to list the 3 states they hated and then list the 3 states they loved. If you didn't see that first video, there's a link down below. Today we're looking at the other half of the survey, the most loved states. I went a step further and researched what reasons people gave for loving that state or why they wanted to move there. Things like that. And I also looked up what the population growth was in 2019 to sort of confirm that people love this state. You know, if they've got a whole bunch of people moving in, obviously people dig the state. If it's losing population, maybe not so much. Like I said in the last video, I will use the 2019 stats because last year's numbers, 2020, they don't paint an accurate picture of anything right now because of the pandemic. Everything was different, so we're just gonna go by 2019 numbers. There are many reasons people love a state. I asked on this channel the other day for everyone to list what state they loved and why. I got all sorts of great answers. Like, I grew up there, I vacationed there, my papa owned a farm there. One gentleman explained it was the state he moved to after he divorced his nutty wife, his words, not mine. He also went into an in-depth profanity-laced explanation on why they got a divorce that I don't think I'll add to this video. All right, let's see what the most loved states are. Number 10, Texas. The Lone Star State gives us our first surprise. Not that it's on the list, that it's not like closer to number 1 or 2. It's very popular these days and a lot of people are moving there. Some of the people I moved there have complained about some things they're not used to. I mean, these are people from Southern California that moved there with Toyota. So the bugs and stuff like that, they don't dig, and they say it gets sweltering heat in the summer. But other than that, I mean, this is a great state. A lot of good things are going on here, and people seem to love it. It is in the top 10 of most loved states. The reason people give for moving here or loving this state is opportunity, real estate prices, and gun laws. Yeah, that's a big one for people in Texas. Gun laws. 29% of the people surveyed had Texas in its top 3. They had a population growth in 2019 of 3.9%. Number 9, Georgia. The Peach State is another state that's gained popularity in the last few decades. I love Georgia. You'd think I'd hate it because it's where I did basic training in the Army. I attended Ranger School in Georgia, tore my Achilles tendon in Georgia, been knocked out twice in Georgia, broke 2 fingers in Georgia, and got a horrible rash. But I still love the state. The Southern hospitality is a big reason people fall in love with Georgia, and the low-cost living is why they move there. Actually, when asked, low-cost living, good housing prices, and they love Georgia are reasons people say they move there. Georgia had a population growth in 2019 of 3%, and 31% of the people surveyed had Georgia in their top 3. Number 8, Maine. If you ever visit Maine, you'll notice the first day why people fall in love with the Pine Tree State. The landscapes are amazing. They have a very appealing, slower pace. It's kind of interesting. Sort of like you have this vibe in California of a laid-back thing. Well, you just have this vibe in Maine. It's just, I wouldn't say carefree. It's hard to really explain. But the vibe I always got were that people are just happy to be there. Happy to be there, and they're not going to really get upset about much. It's really strange. I love Maine. The population growth in 2019 was 1.16%, which is strange because they have an older population. And normally when you have an older population, you don't have growth in your state. What is going on, everyone? I thought we'd start winding down our Where Americans Are Migrating to Outside the United States series. Today's video is about the countries that are the easiest to immigrate to. Whatever country you have decided to immigrate and acquire any sort of citizenship, there are going to be hurdles to overcome, and there's always going to be strings attached. There's always strings attached and red tape and bureaucracy and all that nonsense. One thing I have learned while doing all this research is most countries love American retirees, and that's because you are adding money to the economy without needing a job that might otherwise go to one of the locals. So you're just strengthening their economy. So how did I figure out which countries are the easiest to immigrate to? It was easy. I called a relative who works on the legal side of immigration. She hooked me up with the information I needed. So yeah, this one was kind of easy on my brain. Let's see what we got. Number 10, Panama. Now, I lived in Panama while I was in the military, and I loved it. It's a beautiful country, and it's extremely cheap to live, especially back then. I remember someone telling me back then as a young corporal in the Army, which you don't make much, but apparently I was making more a month than the average Panamanian man was making in a year. So that was nice. So it had an extremely low cost of living back then, and it really hasn't had any major jumps in the last 25 years or so. Spanish is the main language here, but English is widely used in Panama as well, so that's one hurdle you don't have to get over in most cases. You and your valid American passport allow you to visit Panama without a visa for 180 days. If you want to stay longer, you got to go talk to the immigration authorities. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of numbers and timetables on this video, and keep in mind, a lot of these countries change their restrictions and their policies on a regular basis, so don't give me a hard time.
发现敌兵！现反坦克。 射兵。我发现了敌人。我看到了狙击手。我看到了狙击狙击手。发现了一名敌兵。大家注意，发现敌兵。我们看见了敌兵。发现了敌军猎击手。发现了敌人！发现敌人！
Have a member down. Keep shooting.
看见了敌兵。
Keep together. Fire him. Something.
Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, bud.
We have now taken the lead. Okay, I want you to keep this effort up. We're winning.
Watch how you
We have a lead. Let's not let them have one. Grenade out! We lose, they kill another 5.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to part 2 of the worst cities in America. In case you missed the first one, I'll recap. In the last year or so, I have compiled a list of viewer comments